Appreciate you coming through to the Knowledge Trap. Let's talk about good reasons why people don't like you. Now, when I say good reasons, I mean people don't like you sometime and you really didn't do nothing wrong. Naturally, when people don't like us, we try to figure out, what did I do wrong? What did I say? But a lot of times people don't like us for good qualities, good personality traits, good characteristics. And it's crazy, but it's true. If someone doesn't like you, never waste time trying to figure it out if they don't have the decency to come to you and communicate. Secondly, you just don't have the time to figure out why people don't like you when it's probably because you're doing something right. So here's my list. Starting off, we're going to go with stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now, when you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, you might think, oh, I'm just doing me. But I'm going to tell you like this, friends, associates, co-workers, when you step outside of your comfort zone, you make other people uncomfortable. You know, you make them take a look at themselves, like what are they doing to reach higher levels? What are they doing to exude ambition, right? So when you stepping outside of your comfort zone and you doing new things, people tend to watch you and they get uncomfortable. The next thing is you're self-prioritizing. You're pursuing purpose. You always busy and you don't got time like you used to have time. A lot of time people take that personal. Many people are egocentric, so whatever you got going on, the way you act and they think is related to them, when most of the time is not. The next thing is when you're not a small talk person and you maintain a level of mystique, people, they can't really get a feel for you. They can't figure you out. And certain folks, they don't like that. But that's a good thing to not always show your cards and run your mouth too much, because usually people, you know, they'll pick things out and they'll hold it against you. So never show your cards. And if you kind of a person with some mystique, keep that mystique. It's okay if people don't like you, because if you talk too much, people not going to like you either. When people think you out here eating good and you're not sharing, you got to keep in mind, I'm not saying humans are animals, but we are part animal, and we got a lot in common with animals. Even alpha male lions and gators, crocs, they tend to share their food when they full, right? The male lion just can't eat and then hoard the food. No, you eat, then you share. And I would recommend, if you really out here making it, share with the people who helped you on the way up, because people see you eating, they see you getting it, or they think you getting it, and you're not sharing, they're not going to like you. Let's keep it moving. When you elevating, some people are not going to like that. They feel left behind, and they might even try to pull you back. They're going to try to remind you of negative stuff, how you used to be when you was in high school. Oh, you remember you had that crazy, funny haircut. When you was in middle school, you remember you couldn't get no girls and I had to help you. When you was in elementary school, remember you peed your pants and how embarrassing that was? Well, damn, what about when I was a sperm? Another thing is when you live in an absolute truth, you're not attached or controlled by any institutions, dogma, propaganda, societal norms. Unlike the masses, you're not living in delusion. You're not bogged down by anything, and you can care less about any institution. People talk about these things every day, but when you live in it and it works, people looking at it, they witness it, and they wish that they can do it, but they don't have the courage, and some of them will flip on you. Next, and it's kind of tied to that, you got originality. You got your own unique thoughts, way outside of the social norms. You just being yourself, your own style, your own talk. You're going to have your segment of people who thinking, who do he think he is? Next, you don't jump when people say jump. You know, people hit you up and they want you to do this, they want you to do that. But like I said, you operating in purpose, so your time is valuable, and people going to get annoyed, you know. They're going to think about, oh, I did this when he said it, but he can't. But it's not really a contest. Like, I can do what I can do, you can do what you can do. Next, you got really high confidence. When you have really high confidence, people are going to mistake it with arrogance. And some people with low self-esteem and low confidence, they despise people at the other end of the spectrum for some reason, people with the high confidence. Another thing is boundaries. If you have rigid boundaries and you enforce them, Certain people not gonna like that. You might have to tell a friend, don't be all in my girl face like that, almost like you flirting. Because people will test you, they'll act like they joking. But what happens when you're not around? You might have a female and you tell her, I don't date women with male friends. And she might accept it. But once her family, friends, coworkers get wind of that, they're going to hate on you and they might not like you because most people don't operate like that. You might have to tell certain people, don't call me a certain time of night. You might have to tell people, only ask me for money no more than one time a year. But people don't like to get checked. They don't like to get corrected. So if you have boundaries to protect yourself, that's a good thing. You look really good. When you hit that 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5 territory, some people just going to be envious. And then when you look really good, people tend to write off all your hard work, write off all your accomplishments to, oh, well, they look good. People like them, right? And they don't know the nights you missed sleep because you was going so hard. They don't know the work you put in. But when you look really good, it's just some people that's going to hate on you point blank. We all heard that saying, they hate me because I'm beautiful. And that can be true. Another thing is you appear too close to perfect. You make things look too easy. You know, you look like a goody two-shoe. And people, they know it's a flaw somewhere. It's something somewhere you coming up short, but they just can't quite get it. The next thing is you got perceived bad habits that people are aware of, but you still doing great things, right? Oh, damn, he smoke, I don't smoke. How come? Oh, I smoke too and he smoked, but I can't. So it's like either way. So if you got bad habits, people will kind of hold that over your head, even though all the great things you're doing, they're going to overlook that and they're going to pinpoint those flaws. The next thing is you seem like a threat, right? You got your stuff together. You come to their job, you might take their opportunity, right? You're a threat. You might get all the attention. They friends might like you. They companions might like you. It might not even happen yet, but that's the way they feel because they size you up and you seem like a threat. They girl might like you. Now we finna get juicy. You everything they're not. In their mind, they have no talent. They have no gifts. They have no unique skills, no confidence. And you got all of that, or at least most of that. So every time they see you, all they see is pure greatness. And do you know how irritating that is? When you have no confidence and nothing going for yourself and you see somebody every day out there getting it and challenging themselves and you wondering how do they do it? I'm annoyingly ambitious and I always got something new going on that nobody knows about. And people get annoyed with that and they want to know how to have access to it. But most people, they got too much pride that just say, look, bro, how do you do it? They rather hate. If you're watching this channel, it's 100% chance that you got some sense. And if you're pursuing purpose and living in your passion, the negative energy, or if you want to call it demons, is going to come your way. You're going to get hate. You're going to get judged. It's going to be some jealousy. You're going to get mischaracterized. People going to spread rumors and lies about you. I'm telling you, if you ain't experienced it yet, get some more money, get some more status, quit some bad habits, self-prioritize, and watch what happens. You're going to see people's true colors and the demons going to come out. The best way to combat this is to increase your spiritual prowess and discernment. You do this by prayer, meditation, sun gazing, and getting you some silence to clear your mind and let original thoughts come in. Be open to meeting new people because new people have a fresh view of you. They're not worried about your past. They're worried about right now and what do you present, what do you have to offer. You got to learn to pinpoint your ops. And keep in mind, people, we battled against negative forces. We battled against the devil every day. The war is not over until you gone, right? So always be on top of everything. Keep an eye out for your ops because people out here trying to bring you down. We all going to elevate together, man. Y'all be safe. Holistic Health and Fitness. The Knowledge Trap, Brother Z. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all have a good one.